I reached over and secretly undid my seatbelt. And when his foot hit the brake at the red light, I flung open the door and I ran. I had no shoes on, I was crying, I had no wallet, but I was okay because I had my cigarettes. And I didn't want any part of freedom if I didn't have my cigarettes. When you live with someone who has a temper, a very bad temper, a very, very bad temper, you learn to play around that. You learn, this time I'll play possum, and next time I'll just be real nice, or I'll say yes to everything, or you make yourself scarce, or you run. And this was one of the times when you just run. And as I was running, I thought this was a great place to jump out, because there were big lawns and there were cul-de-sacs, and sometimes he would come after me and drive and yell stuff at me to get back in, and I was like, no, I'm out of here. This is great, and I went and hid behind a cabana, and he left, and I had my cigarettes. And I started to walk in this beautiful neighborhood. It was 10:30 at night, and it was silent and lovely, and there was no sound except for sprinklers. And I was enjoying myself and enjoying the absence of anger and enjoying these few hours I knew I'd have of freedom. And just to perfect it, I thought, I'll have a smoke. And then it occurred to me, with horrifying speed, I don't have a light. Just then, as if an answer, I see a figure up ahead. Who is that? It's not him, okay? They don't have a dog. Who is that? What are they doing out on this suburban street? And the person comes closer, and I can see it's a woman. And then I can see she has her hands in her face. Oh, she's crying. And then she sees me, and she composes herself, and she gets closer, and I see she has no shoes on. She has no shoes on, and she's crying, and she's out on the street. I recognize her, though I've never met her. And just as she passes me, she says, "You got a cigarette?" And I say, "You got a light?" And she says, "Damn, I hope so." And then first she digs into her cutoffs in the front, nothing, and then digs in the back, and then she has this vest on that has 50 million little pockets on it. She's checking, and it's looking bad. It's looking very bad. She digs back in the front again, deep, deep, and she pulls out a pack of matches that have been laundered at least once. We open it up, and there is one match inside. Okay, oh my God. This takes on, it's like Nassau now. We gotta oh, how are we gonna do it? Okay, and we hunker down, we crouch on the ground, and where's the wind coming from? We're stopping. I take out my cigarettes. Let's get the cigarettes ready. Oh, my brand, she says. Not surprising. And we both have our cigarettes at the ready. She strikes once, nothing. She strikes again. Yes, fire. Puff, inhale. Sweet kiss of that cigarette. And we sit there, and we're loving the nicotine, and we both need this right now. I can tell the night's been tough. Immediately we start to reminisce about our 30-second relationship. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Me neither. Oh man, that was close. Oh, I'm so lucky I saw you, yeah. Then she surprises me by saying, "What was the fight about?" And I say, what are they all about? And she said, "I know what you mean." She said, "Was it a bad one?" And I said, "You know, like medium." She said, "Oh," and we start to trade stories about our lives. We're both from up north. We're both kind of newish to the neighborhood. This is in Florida. We both went to college, not great colleges, but man, we graduated. And I'm actually finding myself a little jealous of her because she has this really cool job washing dogs. She had horses back home and she really loves animals and she wants to be a vet. And I'm like, man, you're halfway there. I'm a waitress at an ice cream parlor, so that's not, I don't know where I want to be, but I know it's not that. And then it gets a little deeper, and we share some other stuff about what our lives are like, things that I can't ever tell people at home. This girl, I can tell her the really ugly stuff, and she still understands how it can still be pretty. She understands, like, how nice he's gonna be when I get home, and how sweet that'll be. We are chain smoking off each other.